That means no standing about and letting the ads hit you. Try and use AoE stuns to keep them in place. Don't use AoE fears, so Psychic Scream's not a good idea, because then they go fucking running about. We want to bring them under the boss, stun them, and nuke the boss, and the cleave and the splash damage from your spells hits them and brings them down. That's the main part to it. When we get to the intermission and the boss fucks off into the middle, I will mark up the target we're going for, or I'll call it as being the one in front of me. I'm the skull. Once you kill it, we then move outwards and you stand inside the healing rain, away from the pulsing damage of the boss. The reason we're doing this is because it will assist us when we move into doing the mythic version of this, if we can get the player base for it. Do you want to throw the cauldron down just now, pal? Just remember it's the old version. So take one, use it. Take a second, use it as well. That'll give you an hour's buff unless you're alchemist. It'll give you 2 hours. And then take a third one. Let's get this boss down then. So we're going to pull whilst they're sorting out some stuff. It will be a little bit harder because there is people not going to be DPSing. So there is going to be a slight down pull. But I'm pretty sure we can... No, I'm just staying because then you've got looting rights, mate. Yeah. So don't worry about healing Bragg or Hoof. They will die, more than likely.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What, the one that I linked earlier? Wait for the... No, wait for the ads.
AoE incoming.
So watch the splash. Place the ads behind. Watch the pillars. Lust.
Bloodlust.
Taunt.
Taunted.
AoE incoming.
Out the swirlies.
Power infusion.
Shockwave.
Cone.
Taunted.
Not yet, mate. You're taunting way too early. Place behind. No.
Mana time.
Stun the ads.
Stack AoE incoming.
Taunted.
Stack high.
Swap.
Stack high.
Taunted.
Shockwave.
Place behind.
AoE incoming.
Intermission's coming, so finish off the ads.
Special coming.
And it's the one just in front of where we are. So focus this down. Make sure you move back with it. And then step through. Stand on the outer line. Don't worry about doing damage to the boss on the inside. The reason we want to bring folk out is so that you build up your health and you mitigate, or there will be mitigation later on during this fight whenever we program it back in.
AoE incoming.
AoE damage. Place behind. Out the pillars. Swap.
Taunt divine him.
Stun them. Cone.
Power infusion.
Place behind.
Taunt.
Let them come in.
Taunted.
No.
AoE incoming.
And then stun them.
Ancestral guidance.
Move away from the pillar.
Shockwave.
And the cone. Behind.
Guardian spirit.
AOE incoming.
Stay away from the pillar.
Stack high.
Taunted.
Swap. And finish off the ads before the next intermission.
Special coming.
We'll go round further to the right. We'll go bold. Because you don't want one that's passing through fire. And stand out. There we go, we're going fine.
Salvation.
Yeah. Right, let's go back to it.
Mana tide.
AOE incoming.
Place behind.
Stack high.
Swap.
Gate taunted.
Move away from the pillars. There's one right under the boss.
Power infusion.
If they're fixating on you, move to the other side.
Taunt. AOE incoming.
Stay away from the splash.
Shockwave.
Cone.
Taunted.
There you go.
Power infusion.
Stay away from pillars. Let them come in.
Spirit vampiric embrace.
AOE incoming.
Stun them.
Stack high.
Taunted.
Swap. Last bit of push on the boss, and we'll be done.
Shockwave.
Out the cone.
Ancestral guidance.
There we go. Right, somebody res there too.
Think we can take to the skies? Doubtful. Perhaps the death was not boasting. The sky is her domain. We must cut the primalists off from their power.
We just need them to loot it as well. Right, before we go anywhere, since there's a repair vendor, we might as well all use it. Kath is on. No, I've gone. Jinx. Happening, guys. I need that there. Can somebody go and ask Hoof to res? If you just ask him to loot the boss. So he needs to be resurrected and yeah. No, but I'm back. RCLC. Add. Right. I will quickly do this bit because Brag's busy. Everyone's wish list is up today, isn't it? Right. So let me have a look. I'm just quickly doing this whilst Brag's sorting out hoof. Right, so that weapon is for Brag. And the cloak. I need to look at folks' ranks here. Korg. I don't have the items, so Brag's got the weapon and Omega's got the cloak. Really? When did you last do your drop? So the next person that would get it then would be Omega. So if you've already got it, Korg, if you pass it over. You're not wearing that back piece, mate. Eye level's not really the... So eye level doesn't really equate to anything. The whole scaling of them don't work by eye level. It's about the primary and secondary stats on them. But it's up to you. If you're not wanting it, then it goes to Omega. Right, let's go and clear out some more trash. Draven, have you uploaded your drop optimizer, mate?
Taunted.
Somebody stun them. Stops all the casting. Okay, dope. Cut around the left, stay away from the pack in the middle of the room.
I need to get closer.
If you've got a debuff on, you step back so you don't hit folk with it.
Power infusion. Ancestral guidance.
Couple of kicks needed.
I'm out of range.
So I was just saying something. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have any add-ons at all, so... Yeah. Okay, okay.
Power infusion.
Somebody stun over the top of him.
Guardian spirit. Power infusion.
I'll clear this trash pack and then get something put up. Don't stand in the fire. That's why you've got GTFO to tell you to get out of it. DK. You've got it. Yeah, it's in your bag. Right, before we get started, Bacon, I'm going to link a weak horror that's specifically for you to grab. So, Bacon, if you can grab that weak horror. It's set up though for the taunts that we do. So if you use my settings, it saves me going through each one of them. It just means then that whatever I've set as the taunt swaps will be the exact same instead of me going through each individual boss. You might need to move the icons and stuff about because mine's is set for where I want them on my screen for the showing the debuffs, so mine's sit above my profile picture and things. Right, just need to make a couple of changes to the groups. No, we've got notes for it. So let me do the tactics first and set up the groups. Right. Let's clear out the trash phase. So as we do each trash, I'll explain the general mechanic that comes with each of these. So the first boss that we have on the platform, and this is a mini boss version of it, is fire. Fire does a frontal cone that must be avoided and should only be hit by the tanks. That's why we face it away from the group. So we'll face fire out towards the edge of the platform. So when it does a cone, you don't get hit. Second mechanic it does is there's a group soak effect with it. So all those that have got the meter around them, that's the range group just now, stands inside it and helps to soak it. Now we've skipped the mechanic, which is good. That then links to frost. So that soak mechanic is linked to frost. Frost does a pull-in effect to bring you in towards it. And when you get to 5 stacks, around the side of your screen will have a blue effect around it. You run across a fireball that's sitting on the floor to warm up. If you fail to warm up, you look like a cocoon. We then need to break you out of the cocoons. Try and not get put into cocoons because the less downtime, or the more downtime on the boss, the less DPS we have. Next one, Earth, also referred to as Opal. On Heroic, the spikes that it comes out the ground with have got a 6-yard radius pulsating damage. Stay away from the spikes and don't get hit by the spikes, DHs. The reason being is they do damage to them. Now that bubble around it does a constant pulsing. We use the fireball to get rid of some, but not all the spikes, because we need the spikes because they link onto lightning. Lightning will put debuffs onto players. You cleanse yourself by going and standing next to the pillars and then move away from the pillars. Don't stand next to the pillars because they do a 6-yard radius pulsating damage. When you get the debuff on you, don't run through each other because it will pass it about and you'll end up like Gibby. Everyone off the platform, nice and quickly. Cheers, Draven. That's the main points to the fight. So just as a quick reiteration of the overview of the fight. We will bloodlust on pool, or just thereafter, depending where it is in the scripted notes. The bosses must all die at the same time, or within, I think it's 20 seconds of each other. Otherwise they start going mental and they do an enrage effect. So the enrage happens when you kill one of them, they start to soften rage, and then that ramps up and builds up and you end up with a hardened rage where the damage they put out is just horrendous. So they all must die round about the same time. You need to interrupt Ice and Storm. Ice is the first one on the left, Storm is the second one from the left. So as you walk around the room, Ice is first and Storm is second. Group 1 and 3 will help and assist in kicking on Ice. Group 2 and 4 will help assist in kicking on Storm. That's not that you focus those targets, it is you simply, when you see it casting, you kick by using your interrupt spell over the top of your required add-on, your required add. Is everyone quite happy with that then? That you just don't focus on it, but you have the ability to kick it when you need to. Don't just hammer your kicks. Try and look and assess, do I kick or do I let someone else? If you can see it's about to cast and you've not kicked, then fucking kick it. Try and stagger it as well so that you're not constantly doing it. Like if you do one, let somebody else have a shot at going the next time so that you're not overlapping each other. So that's the interrupts. Ice and storm are interrupted. Earth is the pillar that comes out the ground. Avoid it. Don't be like the DHs last week and get hit by them twice. Every DH got hit 2 times last week. For the conductive charge that comes from storm, you spread out 6 yards away from each other and then casually, in an organised fashion, walk over to a pillar to cleanse yourself, then move away from the pillar. Don't stand and hug pillars. For 1, they do damage, and 2, other people can't get in to get rid of the debuff. Soak the meteor axe. This is spread between 2 groups. The melee group, which is group 1 and 3, and group 2 and 4 is the range group. So all the melee stack with the tanks, and all the range head out to one of the healers. The groups that are close to the tanks, we're not interested in getting rid of pillars. However, the range we want used to try and get rid of pillars somewhere close to where we are. So that when it comes to the next part, which is during the primal blizzard from ice, is we can warm up by moving into the scorched ground, the pool of fire on the ground. Wait till 5 stacks. Around the edge of your screen starts to go a kind of frosty blue colour. Step onto the fire, step off it. Don't stand on the fire. It is just to warm up. It is not to burn your ass off. That's the main mechanics. Is everyone quite happy on that part? So range players clump together. The range players are going to be in the centre of the room where that circle is. When you see the meteors coming up, the range players move and stack inside the meteor circle to soak it. Melee's already on top of each other, so there's no reason why you should need to move close to these. Stay away from the front of fire. The tanks will face the bosses out to the edge of the platform, meaning that that second inner ring should be where the melee groups is. So the first ring that you see as we move from the steps into the room, that first ring is a tank ring. The next ring is a melee ring, and the inner ring, centre of the dartboard, is a range ring. The only one that we need to worry about swapping bacon is Opal, which does the crush. The other one, which is the fire ability, it's a joke anyway. Is everyone quite happy? Right, remember, we need a few seconds to pull everything out to where we are. So don't start attacking straight away. Give us a second to build up our abilities and rage before we start going for it. So everyone step onto the platform. So this is the tanking ring. The next ring is the melee ring. Inner circle is the range ring. Oh yeah. Heal should actually already have the notes anyway. Cancel. Let's go. Right, everyone ready?
Five, four, three, two, one. Interrupt.
Bloodlust.
So what, pull him out, mate, to that outer ring.
Watch your step. Range 5.
So go and stand next to the pillars to cleanse yourself. Omega, you should be in the centre. You're part of the range team. Kicks. Also, you want to take Opal off, mate. Soak next to the pillars in the centre.
Taunted. Ancestral guidance.
That'll be the melee that just ran away.
Interrupt.
Taunt.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Taunted.
See ya. Right, this is where we need to now warm up in a second.
Power infusion.
Stack high. Stack high.
Make sure you warm up.
Defensive.
Take Opal.
Taunted.
Focus a bit more on fire. Spread out.
Interrupt. Watch your step.
Taunt.
Right, we want to move round a bit in a second. We'll do a soak. Move round.
Tranquility.
Somebody kick the two in the centre of the fire.
Interrupt. Defensive.
Taunted.
Take
Range
Opal.
5. Watch your step.
Vampiric embrace.
Still need to...
Interrupt.
Taunt.
Focus on fire.
Divine hit.
Melee stand in, range stand next to pillar.
Range
Move out the
5.
fire. Spread out.
Defensive.
Healing tide.
Watch
Taunted.
your step.
Casually make your way over to pillars, don't. Chaos.
Spread.
Taunt.
Stack high. Stack
Remember,
high.
warm up.
Stack high. Range 5. Watch your step.
Power infusion. Ancestral
Right,
guidance.
stack in around these pillars, we want rid of these ones.
Taunted.
Watch your feet.
Break out. Focus on storm. And somebody kick ice at the back.
Salvation.
Interrupt. Range
Taunt.
5.
Cleanse yourselves.
Watch your step. Move to pillar.
DK up as you spreading it onto the range. Or onto melee. Focus on storm. I want to move away from that pillar because they're
Defensive.
pulsing.
Taunted.
So everything on
Range 5. Move to pillar. Watch your step.
Symbol of hope.
Move
Taunt.
to pillar.
bring it round.
Spread.
Spirit link. Vampiric embrace.
Defensive. Range
Taunted.
5.
Divine shield.
Don't.
Move to pillar.
Well, Ash, you fucking muppet.
Watch your step.
Taunt.
I've got one CR. Who can we bring back?
Defensive.
Yeah, go for it.
Ancestral guidance.
Interrupt.
Healing tide.
Range 5. Move to pillar.
We're going to have to just go to pillars.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Taunted.
Sorry, mate,
Interrupt.
I'm trying to fucking look at who we can bring back here.
Defensive.
Oh, you motherfucker, I was in the middle of trying to combat res bacon. Alash, please don't leap about like an idiot. When you get a debuff, calmly and casually make your way to pillar. Don't cut right through the entire melee pack. Hopefully we should be okay. Right, Ella's got to drop out for a little bit. So if you get the yellow marker on you, I probably should have made this a bit clearer. If you get the yellow marker on you, you're part of the melee group. If you get the orange marker, that's the circle, then you're part of the range group for the soak. So the star comes in, the circle goes out. Has everyone got that? Say again, Fudge. Okay. Just let us know when you're back in, mate. Gringy, there's a feast here that you can click on to get a food buff. Right, so range, including healers, want to be in that sort of centre circle area. Everyone got cookies? I'll take that as a yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Interrupt.
Bloodlust.
Interrupt.
Let's bring them back, mate.
Watch your
We'll go to
step.
that outer edge. Cone.
Taunted.
Range 5. Interrupt.
Taunt.
Taunted. Power infusion.
So,
Ancestral guidance.
Interrupt.
move out the fire.
Watch your feet. Watch your step.
You're taking Opal. 2 quick bacon.
Spread.
Right, remember warm up.
Interrupt. Stat high. Defensive.
Taunted. Healing tide.
Range
Power
5.
infusion.
Spread.
Interrupt.
Taunt.
Watch your step.
Watch the pillar that's coming up.
Taunted.
Soak next to that pillar that we're at for melee. And move out.
Watch your feet.
Taunted.
Defensive.
I got a CL.
Range 5.
Move away for the pillar. We want to take them around us.
Watch your step.
Not into a group of pillars though. Kick them through it.
Symbol of hope. Tranquility.
Interrupt.
Yep. I need you wait.
Interrupt. Range 5. Watch your step.
Yeah, Bacon, if you just watch where you're kiting, because where you were pulling them into, there was just a pile of pillars. And those pillars constantly pulsate. Okay, okay. You alright, Kath? I just need to move these groups ever so slightly. I mean, alas, that just leads to a whole other question of how didn't you hear? Like, how much fucking earwax do you have? So Zia and Kath have moved you as groups. So Zia, you're helping with the melee group for the soak. And Druid buff.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Bloodlust.
Watch your step. Interrupt. Range 5.
Guardian
Power
Spirit. Infusion.
Taunt.
Ancestral Guidance.
Soak,
Interrupt.
orange.
Interrupt. Defensive. Watch your step.
Taunted.
Spread.
Spread out. Remember, warm up.
Taunt.
Interrupt.
What the fuck?
Healing Tide. Power Infusion.
Range 5.
Spread.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Defensive.
Taunted.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Range 5.
Spread out.
Watch your step.
Taunt.
Focus on Opal.
Symbol of Hope. Divine Healing.
Somebody needs to help with the orange soak.
Range defensive.
Move round to fiddles.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Interrupt. 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 Spread.
Get ready to warm up again.
Taunt.
Interrupt. Range 5.
Spread.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Defensive.
Taunted.
So range team needs to help.
Power Infusion.
Watch your feet.
Tranquility.
Focus on fire. Somebody kick ice.
Ancestral Guidance. Salvation.
Taunt.
Focus on fire.
Vampiric Embrace.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Taunted. Flourish. Power infusion. Guardian spirit.
Range 5.
Spread.
Taunt.
Defensive.
Right, let's get past these pillars. I'm going to this opening here.
Spread.
Warm up.
Defensive.
Taunted. Spirit link.
Somebody kick Storm to bring it round.
Range defensive.
Taunted.
Everyone on to Storm now.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Taunt.
Interrupt.
Vampiric embrace.
Watch your feet.
Healing tide.
Here we go. Should be okay now. Right, we'll do this part. Brag if you can so let me know who's what. No, the photos where's mail have all got upgradable tier sets. With me being the exception, but it's not good to me. Right, we'll go round to the left now and we'll go and do Teros. Fucking heart attack material that. Look, the thought of even barbecue sauce on a pizza, look. I'll knock it and never try it. Yup. Hospital visit. Right, make sure he's all repaired before you go round to the other side. Because there was a bit of damage taken for that.
Let me show you what I got. Travel safely now.
Pineapple's awesome. Yeah, go for it, Bacon. Bacon, just go for it, mate.
Taunted.
Because he's fucking running.
Vampiric Embrace.
Somebody kick on the right.
Ancestral Guidance.
Alright, just give us a second.
Guardian Spirit.
Just keep going, Bacon, you'll be fine.
Tranquilizing Shot. Ancestral Guidance. Taunted. Vampiric Embrace. Taunted. 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 Symbol of hope.
Don't know, you seem to do it quite a bit lately. Right, if you just wait at the bottom of the stairs, not as far as the pillars, just at the bottom of the steps. Ella, you coming back on? Alright, groups. Groups. We should also have notes for this. Right, so the way that we're running this is the exact same way that we done it last time. So tactics are as follows. Bloodlust just after pool, which is after the first line goes out through the tank. There is only essentially 3 major mechanics that is important in this. The first mechanic, which is the soak and pillars. So you soak between the tanks. So if you just go to front left. So everyone that is in the first phase will be between the tanks. Will be slightly further apart whenever we're at the boss. We don't want people going to our right because that will then cause shit to land on the ground. So stay between the tanks until we get to the point that we're going to do the bait, which we'll get to in a second. So soak between pillars behind the tanks. The melee group is behind me, the range group is behind Bacon, and then the healers usually split between groups 1 and 2. So 1 and 3s together, 2 and 4s together. So melee behind me, range behind Bacon. Healers are split. That puts the pillars in place. If you're unsure, if you're the person that's getting soaked or as the soak or a pillar, if you look at the boss's target during the phase of the soak, his target is the soak target. So if you're not that person, that means that if you think you've got a circle around you, you're part of the pillars. Should make it a bit easier for you to identify who's the person soaking. The next part then is to dodge the swirly on the ground. There's a big one that gets placed down. As that happens, that's the point that we want to bait to the left of the moon. So you go and you stand to the left-hand side of Bacon as a clumped group. Everyone's included in this, melee and range and healers. When that then comes in and the swirlies start come down, in fact, you can actually do it just slightly further back from him, so it's just over his shoulder. When it comes down, don't just run back into the centre, but peel left and round. That way, when you run around to get out of the big swirly, all the rocks that fall out the way of where we are. Meaning that when we get to the next part, we move to the right, it's clear. We do that another time before we then move to the right, which is when Teros gets to 100 energy and starts to do his pizza slices. Any questions? It's a big fucking swirly thing on the ground. No, so you need to move out of that circle because it baits the circle to that side so that it gets away from the group. But then after that big circle, you need to move out of it. And as you move out, it starts to drop in the rocks on the ground. Bacon, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, so it starts to bait it around. That's where I take a clip of it, and that's getting put onto fucking Discord. So the basic point is we bait it to the left, and then you run out and around to the left before coming back in. So that it baits all the shit on the ground away from where we are. So that by the time you come back into fight, there's no shit on the ground. It's a strategic play rather than a DPS play. Yeah, that's why we want to. So you bait to the left, the big circle comes in, you move out of it by running left and around. So it's a long road round to get back into the fight. It's all about the mechanic. So big circle, so you bait to the left, the big circle comes in, move out it by running left and around the back of the puddle and then back into the centre between the tanks. It's a long road round to get back into DPS, but it means there's less shit on the ground, making it far easier to manage the fight. Yeah. Yeah. Last and final thing, stay out the beams that goes through the tanks, and tanks must stay in range of Teros, otherwise he does a softened rage.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So bait, he's focused on Frosty, so Frosty should be in the centre, the other one should be stacking behind the tanks.
Watch your step.
Power infusion.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted. Bloodlust.
Nice.
Watch your step.
There we go. See how all the rocks are now off to that one side?
Salvation.
Charge.
So Soak's incoming again. So Alash is in the centre, Pillars behind.
Spirit link.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Taunted.
Swap. Bait to the left in 5. Bait left.
Watch your step.
Ancestral guidance. Symbol of hope. Vampiric Guardian
embrace.
spirit.
Do the CR after the move.
Special
Everyone
coming.
move.
Gateway.
Soak. Slemmon's the soak.
Watch your step.
Anti-magic
Move out the
zone.
rubble. Watch the beam.
Defensive.
Taunted. Healing tide.
Can we see
Watch
our
your step.
Taunt.
CR DK instead?
Power infusion.
Soak in the middle. Omega, you're the soak.
Watch your step.
Bacon, you're taking the first one.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Gateway.
Get ready to
Taunted.
move to the right.
Special
right.
coming.
Power infusion. Guardian spirit.
Soak in the centre.
Vampiric embrace.
Watch your step.
Ancestral guidance.
Bait left.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Mana tide. Taunted.
Soak back into the centre. DK's in the soak.
Watch your step.
Anti-magic zone.
Bacon, you're first. Bait left.
Watch your step.
Symbol of hope.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted.
Get ready to move to the right.
Special coming.
Move right. That's just where we need to improvise. Everyone just stack in the centre.
Target you.
Pillars into the centre, everyone in.
Watch your step.
Move out the rubble. Go for it.
Spirit link.
Just stack into the centre. Everyone in.
Salvation. Healing tide.
Watch your step.
Move out the ship.
Defensive.
Move out the line. Swap.
Taunted.
I can't even fucking CRM because you're all out of range.
Target you.
Soak in.
Ancestral power infusion.
Watch your
Move out.
step.
Go for bacon.
Watch your step.
Rage is incoming. Or soften rage.
Special coming.
If we bubble through this, we might be able to do it, mate.
Divine Shield.
Danger, danger.
Paladin bubble for the win. Paladin bubble for the win. Every time. Right, well, let's see, I'll do the rest thing. I think I made the right call out doing the soap in the centre though on that last phase. Right, brag, the loot thing. Yeah, there's a few folk that should, in terms of eye level at least. Yeah, not for stats, so it's eye level. No, it's Cath, 10 points. In fact, Omega, 13 points. So I'll give it to Omega because you can disenchant it at the back end of it. So equip it and then D8. I've got no idea. Nope, but I've got it. High level. I can use it to override eye level. And then I can D8 at the back here. And the core. Yep. Although this becomes a question, Cath, would you rather keep your upgradable neck piece? Right, in that case, Omega, because hers isn't upgradable. Brag. You've got it. Unless you traded it. Are you meaning, Cath, that the weapon you think's an upgrade for you in terms of stats? Okay, so Meg, if you've not DA'd that, if you give Kath the staff. We are going to take a break for 10 minutes. All I want to know before we do so is, do we want to go and try Kurg, or do we want to go and play about with Dathia? Dathia is a bit more tricky and technical because you've got to get onto platforms. As for Kurg, I don't think there's really much difference in terms of heroic to normal. Yeah, I think Draven, you're right. It is easier because Dathia, you've got to get folk onto platforms. Oh, yeah, so it is. What's the heroic mechanic on this? Wait to look at my notes. Yep, I'll do that. So 10-minute break whilst I work out what we're doing next. I think the only real difference on the spider is the placement of those pillars at the top. I think it leaves an extra debuff on the ground or something. What is it that's bringing Dathia up so high? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you add the two of those sides together, so the spider and Kurg, because essentially that's what's left on that wing. Yeah. What notes have I done? I've not done any notes for any of this for healers. Did we start these notes? Does anybody remember? Let me just pull up the Raiden spreadsheet. No, the only thing we did have on the spider was for time warp, and same with Dathia. We didn't plan any of the other stuff. We done Raz, yeah, because that'll be Sundays. Yeah, I think we'll go spider first. There's Nog actually just come on. Yeah, total. The lowest is Frosty with 67%. No, it should be okay. Right, let's do a ready check to see who's actually about. Yeah, I'll start doing this trash here. No, the break's not over. It was just to see who's about. Start clearing out trash.
Vampiric Embrace.
Yeah, we do. We're just clearing trash. It just helps speed up the process.
Power Infusion.
No, it seems to be a really low drop.
Taunted. Ancestral Guidance. taunted.
Five, four, three, two, one.
No, because this is the pre-mechanic stuff. Cookies. Slim, can we get some cookies, please? Right, let me have a look. So healers and them that's got notes, you'll need to delete your current note. Unless that worked for you. Right. Yeah, that's exactly it. Let's do a ready check just to see that everyone's back before we start talking. Right. Basic overview of the fight. Can everyone see the big spider that is about to get marked with a blue marker? And other big blue spider with the green marker. Those spiders does a front cone effect. What's going to happen is the tanks are going to go and pick up the spider, the off tank, which swaps backwards and forwards throughout the fight, grabs them and pulls them over to the front of the platform, facing out towards the boss. That way we keep the cleave damage up on the ads as well as the boss. So you focus the big spiders down and then back to the boss. That's the most important part to that. The little spiders, when they detonate, they leave shit on the ground, as you've seen coming through here. Try not to stand on them when they pop. And that's the kind of basics of the ad phase. Everyone happy on the little ad parts? Right, main mechanics. Because we want to do as much damage as we can at the end of the fight, we save Bloodlust to the end once the boss is on the platform. We need to nuke the big spiders as soon as they come onto the platform. When you have the web on you, you want to move across the front, or at least across part of the platform, from right to left. When you run from right to left and you've got the web debuff on you, it will leave a sticky web on the ground. That sticky web is really helpful for when the boss tries to grip and pull you in. You place yourself behind the sticky web, not on top of it, behind it, so that when you get gripped, it pulls you onto the sticky web. If there isn't any sticky webs, you need to make your way as far out to the edge of the platform, away from the boss as you can, so that you don't get pulled off the platform. As a side note, there is some of the pillars that you can use to line of sight and catch yourself on. It only really works on the pillar that's got the torch on the top of it. So if you look off to the left, the one with the torch on it, it works on that one, and then works on the next one as you move up, and so on and so forth. It doesn't work necessarily with the one that looks like a ski slope. Take it from experience, it will send you catapulting into the sky. So avoid standing in the web. If you stand in the web and you get 10 stacks, you'll be put into a cocoon. So don't stand on the webs and end up with loads of stacks. Try and kill the little spiders near the sticky webs, because it will then get rid of the sticky webs off the ground when we don't need them. The way that works is main tank, whoever is taking the damage from the boss, stays at the front, the off tank runs around, gathers everything up. To make that easier though, don't spread all across the platform. If you've got little spiders chomping on your ankles, come closer, because it will make the job with the healers easier, and it makes the job with the tanks easier. We swap the boss out, I think it's at 7 stacks, the way it's set up just now on this bacon. And don't stand in front of the big spiders whenever they do the front cone. That's the main part of the fight. Next thing then is phase 2. Phase 2, we are on the very top of the platform. If you're in group 1 and 3, you stand to the right to place the bombs on the ground. If you're in groups 2 and 4, you stand to the left. So groups 1 and 3, bombs to right, 2 and 4, bombs to left. That's on the last phase on the top of the platform. Try and avoid putting the sticky webs all about the place again. And stack directly in front of the boss. It's also an important one for the tanks, not to stand to the sides, or you'll get knocked off, because we get a double knockback. All happy? Does anybody get any major questions? Is right, so turn these to face the outward side. So there's the front cone. I step out of that. It does the blast. Focus on the big spiders, get them down. Stay out the shit on the ground that's spiraling and swirling. If you stand in it, you're going to get hit by it. Right, everyone back to the door. Final ready check. Remember, we need to move up around the platform throughout this fight to stay in range of the boss. Bacon, if you do the ads first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So everyone on the ads, nuke them down.
Taunted.
Stay out the swirly shit. Move out the cone.
Power infusion.
Go and grab the little trash yards at the back of it.
Taunted.
Spread.
Loosely spread. Web should be going out. Get ready for the pool. Stand behind the pool.
Pulling in.
Power infused. Guardian spirit.
And move to the bottom of the stairs.
Taunted.
Start moving up the stairs.
Spread.
Loosely spread.
Taunt.
Pulling in.
And move to the edge. Onto the second
Vampiric
platform.
embrace.
You're on ads, mate.
Spread.
Spread out.
Taunted.
Swap. Everyone focus on the big ad.
Taunted.
Out the cone. It's not a fucking skate park.
Spread.
Healing tide.
Get ready for the pool. Use a pillar to line of sight and kick out yourself on.
Ancestral
Somebody see
guidance.
our Jinx.
Power infusion.
Taunt.
Somebody got the CR for him.
Spread.
Spread out. Swap.
Vampiric embrace.
Everyone up to the next platform.
Power infusion.
Spread.
Spread out.
Taunt.
Big ad. And we want to swap over. Watch your cone.
Stack high.
Kill the big spider.
Spread.
This is going to make for an
Divine
interesting
shield.
experience.
Pulling in.
Swap.
Taunted.
Everyone just keep making their way up to the next platform.
Spread.
Don't stop, keep moving up.
Stack high.
Taunt.
Right, the boss is about to come onto the platform.
Guardian spirit.
This is when we're going to Bloodlust. Make sure that you stand... Oh shit. Bubble. Hey, motherfucker, it didn't work. So make sure you position yourself in a straight line from the boss. When it's time to place the shit at the side, along either side. So straight line in front of the boss, so when you get knocked back, you don't get knocked to the side. Also, it helps to bring all the ads in. And somebody CR me in 5. Slimming will be you. So you spread to the side to drop the swirlies along the edge of the room, not in the middle.
Knocking back.
There's the first knockback. Make sure you're in front of it or you'll get knocked off the platform. And somebody stood in the webs too long and get cocooned.
Spread.
Drop to the sides. Not on top of each other. Back to the centre. Swapping me.
Taunted. Spirit Link.
Place yourself directly in front of the boss for the knockback.
Knocking back.
Power Infusion. Guardian Spirit.
Sticky webs out the way. Don't keep standing in them.
Spread.
Spread out to the sides. Drop at the edge. And back into the centre.
Knocking back.
Knockback. Can you bubble out of that?
Taunted.
Spread.
Drop to sides.
Knocking back.
And another knockback.
Ancestral Guidance. Divine Shield. Taunted.
Spread.
Drop to sides. And we're done. Right. We'll do the res thing. And then we'll do the loot thing. So res and loot, and then we'll allocate. Right, Bragg, just let me know when. Let's see. So, Bacon, you've already got it. Because you've got the 13. 13. Yeah. Hang on a second. I think it's a minor fucking. Right, I'll give it a Bacon. And the hands. No, because he's got tier set in there. Although in saying that, actually, no, mate, take them because you can convert it to tier set and it'll be higher because you're currently on 382. But it means then you're at least jumping to 402. Okay, in that case, He's yeah, but he's talking about the hands. He's because these are fixed item level. You can't upgrade these. So anything from raid is just purely fixed. Right. So next up is Kurg.
You dispatched a few of my playthings, nothing more. Now comes your doom. Now you face the master of primal elements. I'm out of range.
It just reminds me of the fucker from Highlander. Not quite sure what the rest of these all went. Yeah, I want to do the trash though for any potential BOEs.
Power infusion, symbol of hope. Taunted.
I'll have these 2 items for you. Right then. So, phase 1. Excuse me. The boss gains ability based on the altar that we place him in. As you look around the room, you will see that there is 4 parts to the room. There's a red, which is fire, the light blue to the back right, which is ice, back left, which is orange, which is earth, and front left, which is purple, which is storm. Everyone seen? Each altar has got different effects. First altar that we're going to start with is fire. Nice and simple. Avoid the fire pools that come out from the boss. And then we move to ice, which is the second altar, or frost, sorry, when it starts to engulf this area. So we pull the boss around. Once we're into frost, there is a soak ability which is spread between two groups. We're going to do the exact same as we've done with the council fight. We've got a melee group and a range group. If you get the yellow marker, you come in for the range. If you get the orange marker, you go out. Did I say it the wrong way around? Yellow comes in for melee, orange goes out for range. Groups 1 and 3 is the melee, groups 2 and 4 is the range. So 2 soaks, star comes in, circle goes out. All happy in that bit? Heroic mechanic, dodge your projectiles. This then takes us into our first occasion of phase 2, which is roughly at 66%, where we will get 2 adds at spawn, one that's fire and one that's frost. You've got to kill the elementals and avoid the pool from the lava and interrupt the fire. Frost is also an interrupt, so the heroic mechanic for this one is interrupt on both. And then for the frost, you must stack in for the bubble, so you stand in the bubble. So priority goes to killing the fire ad over the frost ad. Everyone happy so far? We then pull the boss back out. He must be taken out the centre. If you keep him in the centre, he ends up enraging and he gains abilities from all 4 altars. So we take him then to Earth. Earth abilities. Dodge the rip that comes out the back end of him. Also, there'll be a circle. You place yourself around the outside of it. So you step out. Circle appears on the ground. It pulses, it pops, it moves out and forms a donut. When the ring of the donut is hollow, step onto the hollow space. You will step onto the ring for a short period when the mechanic transitions and moves out. So as it goes from the centre as a circle to a donut to a big fuck off donut with everything missing, it moves out. As it moves out on that short period, you can stand on it. After that, you must move into the empty hollow space. Otherwise, you'll take damage. Everyone happy on the earth mechanic? Additionally to that, there is going to be adds that spawned. Whichever tank isn't dealing with the boss picks up those adds. If you've got an add hitting you and chomping on you and you're taking damage, assist the tank by bringing it closer. Focus the adds down before going back to the boss. We then move into the last altar where we're going to storm. There is little circles that need to be soaked. It only requires 1 person to stand in it. However, we get a good score on Warcraft logs if we get more people standing on those circles. Additionally to that, someone is going to get a debuff put on them and you need to spread out. You just move away from the group. Even if you're a melee class, your DPS isn't any good if you're going to kill the rest of us off. Heroic mechanic is there's a lightning that hits the closest ally, so spread out so that it spreads across. Boss goes back into second, which is roughly about 33%, which we move into our second occasion for phase 2. 2 adds, an earth elemental and a storm elemental. For earth, he drops, he'll put a circle around you, put these around the edge of the room, and drop them at the side. I don't know if it changes on heroic, but on normal, you can stand on those brown patches when they're not bubbling. If they bubble, they will hit you and do severe damage. For that reason, we want to focus on killing Storm. Again, if you get the lethal current passing directly from Storm to you, you move away from the group. Try and put the brown patches on top of the brown patches so that it leaves us with more space to work with. Finish Storm, then we go Earth. Boss comes back out. At this point, we bloodlust and we go back around the room, starting with fire and working our way around each area one at a time. Main point. Don't stand at the side that the tank is on. The tanks should face the boss towards the centre of the pillars, in towards the room, and swap by moving to the back of the boss and swapping position. During the transition and moving between the altars, it's important not to stand in front of the boss because there may be an occasion that he does a front cone. If that front cone hits you, it will cause lethal damage to you. And that's about it. Any questions? No. Can somebody read that bit out to me? Hookie hookie. Yes, put them on top of each other and we focus them down. So you focus one and cleave the other. Everyone into the room. So, Bacon, you're going to be behind the boss on the first one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
So this is going to be the first swap after this. And swap.
Taunted.
There we go, mate. Nice.
Guardian's power infusion.
Watch your step.
So stand out the puddles. Stay out the fire. Away for the front of the boss.
Taunt boss. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Right, am I now going to start to move? Stay away from the
Defensive.
front. Don't be in front of the boss. That would be the front.
Healing tide.
Swap.
Taunted.
Watch your
There's the orbs coming out.
Divine shield. Taunted. Ancestral guidance.
taunt boss.
Right, now that I can stand and look. CR Alash. Soak. So star comes in, circle goes out,
Defensive.
and swap.
Taunted. Divine hammer.
We're at 66%, we're about to transition to the add phase.
Watch your
Avoid the spikes. I'll go and grab fire.
Taunted.
Stack them together. So focus on fire.
Power infusion. Taunted.
watch your feet.
Somebody kick Frost.
Vampiric
Running.
embrace. Symbol of hope.
Everyone stack in.
Tranquility. Taunted. Salvation. Taunted.
So focus on the fire guy.
Taunted.
Running.
Everyone inside.
Taunted. Ancestral guidance. Guardian spirit. Power infusion.
Darkness.
Flourish. Darkness.
And then we'll finish off with frost.
Interrupt.
You just do that. I'm going to get ready to move to the other part to pull the boss out. Stay away from the front.
Defensive.
Mana tide.
And swap.
Taunted.
Come close.
Watch your step.
So step back. And then step in.
Vampiric embrace.
Get ready to swap.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Power infusion.
Pick up the ads.
Taunted.
Defensive.
Healing tide.
And swap.
Innervate. Taunted.
Focus down the ads.
Spirit link. Guardian
Watch your
spirit.
step.
Step out. So step back for the boss. And then step in. Away for the front.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Grab the ads.
Ancestral guidance.
Defensive.
Taunted.
And swap.
Taunted. Divine heat.
Right, we'll finish off the ads. Move out the debuff. Right, we want to pick up Storm.
Taunted.
Run out.
So place this along the side. And then move out it. Yeah.
Watch your step.
Right, so this is at least giving people an idea to run through the mechanics.
Target you.
Fucking target me, nothing.
Run out.
There's cones that come out the arse of the boss, and folks getting hit by them. Alright. That's strange because mine's has worked. You can only use one in a combat. Yeah, the entire fight. You can only use one whilst in combat though, at any given time. A really good add-on to get is called Ham Health Pot, and it combines your health stones and healing potions into one button. So it means instead of having to have loads of buttons for all your abilities, it has them in sort of prioritise order. Yeah, of what costs fuck all. And what you're likely to have. And it will automatically update on the fly, so when you use something, it will then move to the next thing on your list. And what you've got in your bag, so if you don't have it in your bag, it won't look it up. It'll just come up with a big question mark. Right, other than that, that wasn't too bad. I'm going to switch my spec around. Right then. So somebody's put down a feast, so if you click it and use it. Remember, for those that picked up the flasks from earlier, you'll be able to use them.
Five,
Right, let's
four,
go again.
3, 2,
We'll start on the this time.
1.
Yeah, so it's after
Defensive.
the third phase, so after we've done all the ads at least once.
Taunted.
So maybe you're going to step out from this one.
Power in Guardian Spirit.
Watch
Ancestral
your step.
guidance.
So step back. And then step in. Stay away from the front.
Taunt boss.
Symbol of hope.
Watch your step.
Ads.
Divine healing tide. Taunted.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted.
No, stay where we are.
Spirit link.
Watch your step.
You've got a debuff on you.
Taunt boss.
Right, let's move.
Watch your step.
Salvation.
Grab the ads.
Defensive.
And just wipe it. There's too many dead.
Barely a test of my skill.
Oh yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I think it's the same as the defibrillator, the backfire. Yeah. Right, we'll go round to the fire side first, because that's the side we want to go. I'm assuming Nog's just kind of doing old shitty content. Alright. That was what done it. You killed us. You angered the robot. Yeah, the robot went down. Right, I'll do the ready check thing. There's food out. Bragg, you're the only one missing it. Right, we'll start with fire again.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Defensive.
Vampiric Embrace.
Swap.
Taunted.
Watch your step.
Avoid the puddles. Try and kind of bait the puddles off to the right, so not the side that we're moving towards. Move out the fire. Kath, move yourself round to the other side, because bear in mind that side we're going to run. This is how folks getting hit by the boss. Frontal.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Puddles.
Power Infusion.
Watch your step.
Guardian Spirit.
Get ready to move. Start moving.
Defensive.
Stay away from the front.
Taunted. Tranquility. Divine Hit.
Watch your
Dance.
Divine Shield. Taunted.
taunt boss.
Power Infusion. Ancestral Guidance.
Soak, so yellow in, orange out. Help soak.
Defensive.
Anti-Magic Zone.
Swap.
Conduit Link.
Pull them round, mate, to the next zone. Or just to the edge of it.
Watch your
Dance. Right, I'll grab fire if you pick up frost.
Guardian Spirit.
Come in close. Focus on fire.
Symbol of hope.
See a bragged.
Taunted.
Run in.
Everyone stack in.
Taunted.
Stay inside.
Salvation. Innervate. Flourish.
Kick.
Taunted.
Move out the fire.
Run in.
Stack in. Darkness.
Darkness.
Stand in the pool of darkness. It's a purplish shit.
Power infusion. Guardian spirit. Power infusion.
Interrupt. Defensive.
Move away from the front.
Taunted.
Swap.
Watch your step.
Healing bound.
Step out.
Embrace.
Step in. Avoid the cone.
Taunt boss.
Ancestral guidance.
Watch your step.
Grab the ads.
Taunted.
Defensive.
Divine him. Taunted.
Take it to the next zone.
Watch your step.
Step back. Cone.
Taunt boss. Help soak.
I think you stand into soak.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Just wipe it, mate.
Spread. Run out.
I can see the debuff that's getting put on people on the bars, like my health bars. I have a funny feeling it's if you're standing too far away, it targets you. TK, what we said? So if you move away from the boss, it just drops it. Kathy, there? No, I mean the most I managed to do was put sacrifice on to slamming for a bit. But that's not really going to do much. So nuke ads. Right, to the fireside. This will be our last pull on this. Yeah, if you can, mate. Yeah, you should have guild repairs ones. Right, if everyone places themselves to the left of the fire platform, so stand on the other side, that way you just bait the shit off to that side, meaning that when we run round to the ice, then it's a bit easier. There's less shit on the ground.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
Swap.
Power infusion. Taunted.
And the rogue found it.
Watch your step.
Move out the puddle. Out the fire. Away for the front.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Puddles.
Watch your step.
Divine
Ready to move.
Gateway.
Defensive.
Stay away from the front.
Taunted.
Swap.
Guardian Spirit. Power infusion.
Watch your
Dance.
Divine Shield. Taunted.
Oh, that was a weird one.
taunt boss.
So yellow in, orange out.
Anti-magic zone.
Defensive.
Ancestral guidance.
Swap.
Watch your
Dance.
Vampiric symbol of hope.
I'll pick up
Taunted.
fire.
Power infusion.
CR.
Guardian Spirit. Rebirth.
Everyone focus on fire.
Taunted.
Sunday kick.
run in.
Taunted.
Everyone stack in.
Taunted. Salvation.
Right, let's move it round to the other side so that we're getting ready. Kick.
Run in.
Nope, everyone's stuck in. Stay away from the front.
Taunt boss.
Power infusion. Guardian spirit. Tranquility.
Watch your step.
Vampiric embrace.
Step out. And step in.
Healing time. Ancestral guidance.
Defensive.
Away from the front.
Taunted. Ancestral
Watch your
guidance.
step.
Right. Focus the eyes
Divine
down.
hand. Taunted.
Taunt boss.
Give me a
Power
second.
infusion.
Bubble mitt.
Spirit link.
Right, let's move out of here.
Watch your step.
Innervate.
Step out. In. Come on, you big fucker.
Defensive.
Watch your front.
Taunt boss.
Taunted.
Help soak.
Soaks. Somebody stand in little circles. There we go.
Symbol of hope.
Taunt boss.
CR Gringe. Step out with debuff. Something needs to CR
Defensive.
Gringe.
Rebirth.
Did say about it.
Taunted.
Run out.
Place it to the side. Also, don't use CRs unless I ask for them.
Power infusion.
Focus on the lightning one. Get it down.
Watch your step.
Stay away from the group with that. Don't run through
Run
everyone.
out.
Place your shit at the side. You can stand top with the other brown ones whenever they're not active. You're still going to need mana.
Watch your step.
Stay out the brown swirly patches.
Ancestral guidance.
Run out.
Place it over the top with the other brown swirly patches.
Salvation. Healing tide. Guardian spirit.
Yep, that was a bit much.
Watch your step.
Right, we'll just wipe. And then everyone release.
You got the coin? That's how you got the bargains.
Yeah, it'll be the same as the defibrillator backfiring. Right then, that brings us to the end of tonight's raid. We'll do quick debrief points and feedback before people disappear. So we'll start at the bottom with Omega. Kath? Zunier? Korg? Bragg? Slemon? Gringe? Bacon? Frost? Traven, if you stick your points in the chat. Alash? Yeah, give it time. You'll be paying for it just shortly. Right, so that brings us to the end of tonight's raid on Heroic. The next raid event will be on Sunday, and we are doing normal to try and finish off the Raz fight. So come in, do the first boss, do the skip, go to Brewkeeper, and then on to Raz. That'll be Sunday's raid on normal. In terms of the other events, we've got tomorrow night is Keys, for those that are about for that. Obviously, the groups are already set up. If you want to know what group you're in, check the spreadsheet. And Monday will be more Keys before resetting. We come back and do a bit more of this. And at some point, I will try and grab a hold of the heal team so that we can try and do the spreadsheet for the rest of these bosses, because we're now at that point we kind of need to pull this out the bag. Closing points, nothing to do with raiding. The Patreon is almost ready. The way it works is it's split into 3 tiers. If you want to get more information on it, down at the bottom of Discord just now, because it's still out the way until I'm finished with it. In the perks channel, it tells you what each 3 of the tiers is and what you get from each of the tiers. And there's links that takes you to Patreon. Please don't subscribe to it just yet. I will put an announcement out if you are wanting to use it, and it will hopefully be live tomorrow. I've just got a couple of bits I need to tweak on it before it's set. The things it includes is raid bots, which we're sharing a single account between us all. TSM profile, for him that doesn't know, TSM is an auction house add-on, and the profile that I've been using for some time I've found to be really quite good and quite profitable, and it pretty much works out the box. An in-game add-on known as Doogie's Guides, which helps with things like the lower achievements, dungeon mechanics whenever you're leveling alts and stuff like that, and a lot of the old kind of progressive stuff, or old content, including how to get certain mounts and stuff and pets. And then for the top tier, for anyone that needs one-to-one support or just wants to chat for a little bit, there's that one. Fucking Matty. And yeah, that'll be up and run. Oh, and Plex is part of the top tier as well. And anyone that wants to watch a film on Plex, it's running 24/7 on a shuffle play of a random selection of movies. There is currently 400 odd films playing there. There's enough for 30 days back-to-back content in the cinema. Yep. So different movie. So if you are bored and you want to just sit and chill and watch a film, go to the cinema room. It's playing 24/7. If you find that it's not loading or something, just tag me in a post in any one of the channels and let me know and I'll fix it because I can do it from my phone. As for raiding, well done tonight, everyone. That was a really good hard push, especially considering we hadn't done as much as this. So that was two additionals ticked off, and well done to the healers on that for being able to push through. That gives you also 2 vault rewards on heroic for at least next week. Anyone else got anything they'd like to ask Arad? Are you sure? Because this is probably the last time you get to ask something for free. Cool. Right, well, in that case, thank you, everyone. We'll disband. If you are going to stay on and do keys, jump into King's Landing, work out who's in what groups and brackets and who's doing what, and go for there. Me personally, I'm going for dinner, and I will be on in the night shift, working on Discord. Yep. So it only changes on this server. So once you have done the role update, then it will change your main character. So Draven needs to do this as well. I see Draven had started to do it. So what you do is in the role assignment channel is do /authorize again. And then once you've done that one, /character set-main, select your main character, and then /role updates. And then from that point, Omega then updates people's names. I'll make myself on Discord. For those that are still watching the stream, hopefully you had fun. Ripper, I don't know if you're still there, mate. I don't know that you joined at one point. Hopefully your ping's a bit better. And hopefully you'll be able to come along on Friday to do the Raz fight with us. On normal. I know it's not quite as high as content as you've been doing, but it'll still be good to see you. I don't know who else is lurking around. If you are lurking around, I will be back on tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing server cabinets. Oh no, it's keys tomorrow. Friday's server cabinet. So for anyone that wants to see, this is how it's starting to look. So it's got that nice matte black finish. Apologies for light shadowing. That's what it started like. That's what the inside is going to look like. I mean, just read Discord, it tell you. Right. I'm gonna see how It's brave for the win. I was actually just about to see how you were. Just about to message you. How are you getting on? How are you feeling? Uh, 2 seconds. So I was just listening to what they were saying on Discord. I'm just going to drop off into the AFK. Pizza Boss fun to watch, what, because 2 paladins fucking soloed the end of it. Bubble for the win. Right, we've got 2 to hoof out as well. I don't know who these are, but they've not been online. Oh, same person. 3 months. Laters. I also need to do a little bit. Right, what am I doing next? I'm going to get food. I'm going to chill for a bit, and tomorrow is keys. I don't know which character I'm using. I feel as if I'm using my paladin. I might try and do my warrior a bit more. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so I've that to sort out. I'm going to work on Discord overnight. I'm not going to be streaming that because you'll just see me fucking pull my hair out at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then spray paint on Friday. We're getting there. It's progress. Anyway, I need to go to the toilet and I'm going to head off. So hopefully I will catch you tomorrow or at some point over the weekend. Once we finally finish Patreon. For anybody that's actually wanting to use Patreon and isn't looking for the perks, you can use the subscription for the alternate to the Twitch. So you can subscribe for £3.50, which is British pounds, a month, and that's just as a support fund for what I got up to. If you want the perks, one, you need to be in the guild, or secondly, well, actually both of them, you need to be in the guild. But anyway, on that note, I will catch you all later. Cheers.